Welcome to Jolie English. Today, we are going to explore a very private moment that almost every language learner experiences. Imagine this familiar situation. You are sitting quietly in your room. You decide it is finally time to practice your spoken English. You take a deep breath, pick up your smartphone, and open the recording application. You press the red button and softly speak a few sentences into the microphone. You might even feel a small sense of pride for making the effort. But then, the difficult part arrives. You press play to review your audio. Instantly, a heavy wave of discomfort washes over your body. You hear unfamiliar hesitations. You notice a strange accent that you did not expect. You hear a voice that simply does not match the smooth, perfect English you imagined inside your own mind. Without even taking a moment to think, your finger quickly finds the delete icon. You erase the audio file completely from your device. You try your best to forget that the messy recording ever existed in the first place. If this sounds exactly like your own daily experience, please know that you are absolutely not alone. It is a very natural human reaction to feel embarrassed when we first encounter our real spoken English. We all want to sound polished and professional immediately. The unfiltered reality of a raw voice recording can feel like a sudden splash of cold water. It exposes the gaps in our current ability. But automatically deleting that audio file is actually a hidden mistake. When you rush to erase the recording, you accidentally erase your own starting point. That deleted audio file is not proof of your failure. It is simply an honest map of exactly where you are standing today. Every single fluent English speaker you admire had to begin with a voice they felt unsure about. They also produced messy paragraphs, forgot basic vocabulary, and struggled with unclear pronunciation during their early days. The only difference is that they eventually stopped pressing the delete button. They chose to keep their imperfect recordings and use them as a tool for quiet growth. Today, we will learn how you can do exactly the same thing. This brings us to a core idea of our learning method. You cannot train a voice you refuse to hear. If you constantly hide from your own sound, you will constantly hide from your own progress. A painter must look closely at their messy canvas to know exactly where to add the next layer of color. A baker must touch the sticky dough to understand if it requires more flour or more water. In the exact same way, you must hear your current spoken English to know what small detail it needs next. We are often our own harshest critics. When we listen to ourselves, we immediately attack our accent, our grammar, and our rhythm. We let self-doubt control the session. We need to completely stop this quiet cruelty. You must change the way you view your audio files. Your voice is not the problem. Your voice is the material. Think of your current speaking ability like a piece of raw clay resting on a table. Raw clay is never broken or wrong. It is simply waiting to be shaped softly and patiently by your careful hands. When you truly accept your voice as neutral material, the heavy pressure completely disappears. You are no longer fighting to defend your ego. You do not need to feel ashamed of your current level. You simply become a gentle craftsman working peacefully in your own private workshop. The clay is yours. The tools are yours. The time is yours. Your only job is to mold the material slightly better than it was yesterday. This mindset shift changes everything about how you practice. To help you shape this material safely, I want to introduce you to a core practice we call the 60-second voice loop. It is designed to be completely low pressure and highly effective. You do not need to speak continuously for an hour to see results. You only need 1 single minute of courage. This loop consists of a few very simple steps that anyone can follow, regardless of their current English level. It turns overwhelming speaking practice into a peaceful daily routine. Step 1 is to simply record for 60 seconds. Find a safe, quiet space in your home where nobody will interrupt you. Choose a very simple topic from your daily life. Do not write a long script in advance. Let the English words flow naturally from your mind to your mouth, even if they arrive slowly and feel slightly broken. 60 seconds is short enough that you will not feel exhausted, but long enough to capture your real speaking habits. Step 2 is the most important part of the entire loop. You must listen kindly, not cruelly. When you press play on that 60-second file, imagine you are listening to a dear friend who is trying to learn a new skill. You would never shout at your friend for making a grammar mistake. You would encourage them. You must offer yourself that exact same gentle patience. Listen to the audio objectively, without any negative emotional reaction. Step 3 asks you to choose one small fix. Only one. A major reason learners quit is that they try to repair every single mistake at the same time. They want perfect grammar, perfect vocabulary, and perfect rhythm all at once. This causes massive mental burnout. Instead, look closely at your 60-second recording and find one tiny, manageable detail that you can actually control right now. Leave the other mistakes alone for today. Step 4 is to record again. Take a slow, calming breath. Press the record button a second time and speak the same content. But this time, actively apply that single tiny improvement you just selected. This second recording is where the true magic of language growth happens. You will instantly feel a small sense of victory because you controlled the material. Finally, step 5 is to keep the proof for 7 days. Do not throw the audio away. Save it securely so you can build a personal library of your real progress. Let us explore step 3 more deeply, which we call the one fix rule. When most learners hear their mistakes, they usually make a huge, painful statement. They sigh heavily and say, "My English is terrible." This statement is an emotional trap. It is far too large to fix, and it gives your brain absolutely no practical direction. It only brings sadness and frustration. You must permanently remove this kind of language from your practice sessions. Instead of attacking your whole identity, you must shrink your target. Change your inner dialogue to say, "Today I will make this one specific word clearer." A small target is a powerful target because it is entirely achievable. For example, you might decide to focus strictly on your word endings. Many ESL learners naturally drop the final consonant sounds of English words. Today, your only job is to pronounce the final tent in the word want, or the final D in need. That is a perfect, actionable fix. Another wonderful small fix involves adjusting your speaking speed. When learners feel nervous, they naturally rush through their sentences. They forget to pause, and they forget to breathe, which makes their English sound chaotic. Your one fix for today could simply be adding a 2-second pause between each sentence in your 60-second recording. You are not changing any vocabulary. You are simply giving the listener time to understand you. You might also choose to focus on just one difficult vowel sound that constantly confuses your mouth. Or perhaps you will pick one single sentence from your entire 60-second audio and smooth out its overall rhythm. It does not matter what the specific fix is, as long as it remains tiny. When you fix one small thing successfully, your brain experiences a quiet victory. These tiny accumulated victories are the actual building blocks of lasting fluency. To help make this loop a natural part of your daily life, I have created a gentle 7-day practice plan for you. This plan requires very little time each day, but it builds incredible consistency. It guides you step by step so you never have to wonder what to do next. Let us carefully break down this plan day by day so you can start immediately. Day 1 is designed to be completely safe and incredibly simple. Take a book, a magazine, or an online article and select just 3 short sentences. Read them out loud and record yourself. You do not have to think of the words yourself, you are only reading. Listen to the recording kindly, find one small pronunciation detail to fix, and record it again. Save this final audio file and title it Day 1. Day 2 moves the practice slightly into your real life. Sit quietly and look around your bedroom or living room. Describe exactly what you see for 60 seconds. Talk about the color of the window, the papers on the desk, or the brightness of the light. Do the voice loop. Listen back. Choose one small fix regarding your vocabulary or speed. Record your second version and save the file securely. Day 3 focuses entirely on your familiar daily routine. Talk into your phone about your breakfast or the process of making your morning coffee. Describe the warm taste, the rich smell, and the peaceful feeling of the morning. Because you know this topic deeply, the English will flow a little easier. Apply the one fix rule to smooth out a rough sentence and keep the audio proof. Day 4 introduces a small challenge by asking you to answer one simple question spontaneously. Ask yourself something positive, such as, what makes me feel completely relaxed after a long day? Answer the question naturally for 1 minute. Do not worry about perfect grammar. Run the loop, make your single small adjustment, do the second recording, and save the file to your growing folder. Day 5 is dedicated to the powerful habit of mimicking. Find a short, clear sentence that I say in this very video. Play it a few times until you catch the melody. Then, record yourself repeating the sentence exactly as you heard it. Gently compare your recording to mine. Notice one detail where your voice differs. Fix that specific detail, record your final version, and save it. Day 6 is a beautiful day of quiet reflection. You do not need to record anything new today. Instead, open your practice folder on your phone. Put on your headphones. First, listen carefully to your recording from day 1. Then, immediately listen to your recording from day 5. If you listen closely, you will notice subtle changes. Your voice will likely sound calmer, and your pacing will feel more deliberate. Day 7 is about recognizing your own hard work and committing to the long journey ahead. Keep the proof and promise yourself to continue the habit next week. You now possess a digital folder that proves your dedication. You have hard, undeniable evidence that your voice is entirely capable of changing. You are no longer guessing if you are improving. You can actually hear the improvement with your own ears. Your English-speaking journey should never feel like a constant, stressful battle against your own mind. It should feel much more like tending to a quiet, slowly growing garden. Every 60-second recording you make is simply a drop of water and a ray of sunlight for your future fluency. Growth takes time, but it happens reliably when you provide the right environment. Please remember that the voice you hear on your phone today is not your final voice. It is simply today's raw material. If you shape it kindly, patiently, and consistently, it will eventually become something remarkably clear and beautiful. Do not rush the process and do not let temporary discomfort steal your long-term success. You already have all the tools you need to begin right now. You have a smartphone, you can find a quiet room, and most importantly, you have the courage to listen to yourself with a warm and forgiving heart. Do not wait for a perfect moment that will never arrive. Start your very first 60-second loop today and watch how your confidence slowly transforms. Thank you for sharing your valuable time with Jolie English today. If this gentle approach to speaking practice brings you peace, please leave a comment below sharing what your one small fix was for today. Subscribe to the channel for more low-pressure, highly practical English guidance. Take good care of your voice this week, and I will meet you in the next lesson.